Hey guys, today we continue our series called The One. We're talking about how God should be number one. Now, if you remember, we're talking about a man named Paul, who was in a city called Athens. They had many statues and were worshiping false gods. They even had one altar titled "To an Unknown God." But Paul told them all about the one true God. So from week to week, we will see how Paul describes the one true God to the people in Athens. Acts 17:28 says, "In him we live and move and exist. As some of your own poets have also said, we are his children." Here we see that God is our sustainer. And what does that really mean? Well, let's break it down. This verse is saying that we are dependent upon God, that God is the sustainer. He sustains our life and allows us to continue to live on this earth. He sustains us through good times and bad times. We need him in our lives. Without him, we could do nothing. So there's a story in the Bible where God sustains three men who choose to follow him. Hey Matt, can you help me out?
Yeah, man, let's do this.
This is the story of those three men: Shadrach,
Well, hi.
Meshach,
What's up?
and a bubblegum.
You mean Abednego?
That's what I said, a billy goat.
Dude, it's Abednego.
Whatever. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were Jews living in Babylon, helping a friend named Daniel. Now the king of the time was a man named Nebuchadnezzar, and he worshipped false gods and himself. One day he had a statue built for himself that was 90 feet tall and 9 feet wide. Nebuchadnezzar had all the people worship his statue whenever they heard music, and the punishment for not bowing to the statue was being thrown into a fiery furnace. But those three men refused to worship Nebuchadnezzar because they knew the one true God. They told the king in Daniel 3:17 and 18, "We might be thrown into the blazing furnace, but the God we serve is able to bring us out of it alive. He will save us from your powerful hand. But we want you to know this: even if we knew that our God wouldn't save us, we still wouldn't serve your gods. We wouldn't worship the gold statue you set up." Nebuchadnezzar wanted to make an example of them, so he told his guards to turn up the fire 7 times hotter than normal. The guards tied up and threw in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and then Nebuchadnezzar noticed something weird. He asked, "Didn't we tie up 3 men? Didn't we throw in 3 men?" The king said, "Look, I see 4 men walking around in the fire. They aren't tied up, and the fire hasn't even harmed them. The 4th man looks like a son of the gods." God protected Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the fiery furnace because they knew that they couldn't live without God. He had to be their only sustainer. They chose to trust God, even if it meant death. God is our sustainer. He's the one who can solve every one of our needs. For example, think about a newborn baby. What is this? Oh, a diaper. Oh, gross. Oh. So, when the baby's born, it can't really do anything by itself. They need someone to feed them, change their poopy diapers, and give them baths, teach them, protect them, and guide them. Without that parent there, that baby can do nothing. That is God for us. And Paul wanted the people of Athens to know that the one true God can provide those needs. God is our sustainer.